What is up, you guys, and welcome back to Arca Scans, where we go over this week's potential movers directly from my scanner. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community in Discord called ArcaBears. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so yes, we're here on this Thursday, and we're going to be looking over one for my ArcaBears. Okay, so this is ticker symbol RL for Ralph Lauren Corporation. Okay, so what is happening here, you guys, is actually a breakout from a broadening descending wedge, and it has already played the trading book rules perfectly. So this is almost a textbook setup. Let's go ahead and just take a look at this right now. Okay, so this line right over here actually represents the take profit for the longs based on this formation itself, following the golden rule of three. Golden rule of three is the three tests of the resistance followed by a pullback, and then a test of the true breakout would be either on 4 or 5. So we have test number 1 here, 2, 3. We have test number 4, pullback, which actually met the target on test number 4 as well. Pullback, and then breakout on test 5, retest of the newly converted resistance into support, breakout, and now it's testing this newly converted resistance into support. What I am looking at here is actually a potential bull trap. Okay, so why am I looking at a bull trap when we are breaking out of a very critical zone of resistance and now in the conversion of support? Well, first of all, this is something that not everybody is looking for, right? So let me just get rid of this little line here and draw something in here for you. So if you can take a look from this candle here, we definitely have a very good incline in volume, right? Huge volume. Now look at the volume located right over here. These are the valuations of the volume. Okay, so you can see right there 1.82 million. The next one is 1.3 million. Next one is 954,000. Next one is 939. Next one is 787. Okay, what is that telling you? So what you are looking at here is actually a bearish divergence. Okay, so you are looking at declining volume while inclining price. That marks hidden divergence. That marks bearish divergence when it comes to the opposition of price action versus volume. Okay, you guys, so that is a clear indication that there is a loss of strength for the bulls, that they have essentially grown exhausted, and there could be a bull trap in line right over here, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a look at this. Daily time frame RSI facing the downside right now. The support is all the way down here, very likely to find a very nice bounce to the upside from that SMA 14. Okay? What could it indicate? Well, I think I found it. Let's go to the buy daily time frame and take a look at this. Okay, so this is going to be the Gaussian channel versus moving averages. All right, so first of all, the Gaussian channel is suggesting a mean touch. First of all, I mean, this is the buy daily, okay? We came into the buy daily. We're starting to test that support level. We actually failed it one time. We came back up and still validated that support level. We claimed and tested the resistance of the mean band, and now we broke upside of the mean band. Usually when we break upside of that mean band, we need to come back and test it as a relevant area of support before a continuation to the upside. Okay, you guys. So that's, I mean, it doesn't always happen perfectly, but please notice right over here, right? We got that upside. We came right back down here to the potential zone to where this Gaussian band would have been located. People are looking at it from days prior, right? So this target here may actually change by tomorrow, but this is essentially where we would need to, we don't need to. Price action doesn't need to do anything, right? So it's just, usually we would come back to those zones to validate it, right? Just like here, right? We got that breakout. We went up, right? We got that test of the mean band right over here, continued on to the upside, right? So very often does the price action tend to do those retests. Sometimes it fails, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so in this case, what I am seeing here is that there is a very critical breakout here from the broadening descending wedge, and there is the target already met. We can come back and validate the newly converted resistance into support, which is the mean band of the Gaussian channel, located very conveniently where, please take a look to the right, where the geometrics are, the Fibonacci level 114.02, 114.04 at the 2.618 golden mean. Okay, so that's very likely that price action can lead to the downside here. I have another thing to back this thesis up, and let's just go ahead and get rid of I'm going to have to come back to the buy daily in just a bit, but this is another thesis as to why we could be looking at retracement here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the moving averages, right? So go ahead and notice that we at this point here, we actually got the golden cross, which is the 50-day SMA crossing above the SMA 200, right? We got that golden cross. Price action essentially came back to validate that cross right at the SMA 50 before continuing on to the upside, right? So notice how we claimed the 50. We started validating that support. We broke upside of the SMA 200, validated that support, and then continued on to the upside. As soon as we got that golden cross, price action essentially capitulated to come back and test that the golden cross is a valid strategy before continuing on to the upside. And notice that we tested the SMA 50 again, and then days ahead again and again. We failed it, right? We came back up, re-succeeded it, and now we've failed it again. What is happening is that we've reclaimed the outside of the SMA 50 yet again. Okay, so that would imply that we would need to come back and test the SMA 50 once again. There is also a potential that we can fail and continue on to the downside, but the safe target is essentially that 113, around 113.66, right? So that would be the SMA 50, which just so happens to land where? Very, very much in conjunction with the buy daily, Gaussian channel. Let me get rid of the averages now. The Gaussian channel located at about 114, which also just so happens to be on the buy daily 2.618 for 114.04. Okay, you guys, so this is now 113.62 to 114.04 is essentially the take profit zone for a short position, right? So let's go ahead and mark it off just like this here, and this would essentially be it right over here. Okay, you guys, so immediate short term, of course, we are at that very, very critical support right now. So there could be a bounce to the upside, which could kind of generate that position entry position. Okay, that position entry location. So a potential bounce from either the zone of about 117, this target here, 117.53 to the bottom side of about 117.11, which is the lower end of this candle here. So bounce from this area here, very likely to find the resistance from the area of about 117.81 to about 118.03. This is the inverse. This is the opposing side. Okay, so this is an inverse Fibonacci, not taken to the upside, it's taken to the downside. So meaning that we're looking at the charts upside down. Okay, so meaning that this is the golden pocket. Okay, we go back in, very likely to find that support anywhere between 117.81, where the knot 618 Fibonacci is, to the knot 382 at 118.25. That would essentially be the zone to get short the asset or get short the market, and then we would actually take on the gain to that take profit zone that we're looking at the 2.618 at 114.04, measuring at about 4% move to the downside. Okay, you guys, so that actually on a $117 asset, several dollars to the downside can lead to a very nice put position too, right, in options. So let me just go ahead and draw that range yet again, right? So it's going to be from that zone of about the 117.82 at the knot 618 to the knot 382 at about this area here, 18. Actually, I'm going to make sure that is. It's a little crumpled up in there. I can't see, right? So, actually 118.25. So there we go. This is the golden pocket that we're essentially looking for, right? Just like this here. Right in here. Okay, so maybe, you know, guys, it's also a possibility that we can surpass this here and get a touch on the one fib at 118.97. I'm just saying that typically the golden pocket is an area to kind of look at before a pretty exponential move to the downside or upside. Okay, you guys. So, but while I am while I am kind of calling out this target here of about that 114 to the 113.6. What is it? Yeah, 113.62. There is also the potential to retest the newly converted resistance into support of the broadening descending wedge. I'm not saying that. I'm not actually calling this out because we have several things in the way there, right? The SMA 50 on the daily, first of all, is located right within this target. By daily, 2 spot 618 golden mean located right there as well. Yeah, guys, it's just I would honestly have to favor that too. And please notice here that this target that I'm talking about, right, 113.62 to 114.04. Notice how well it rhymes with this candle right over here when it capitulated all the way down to test that SMA 50 on the daily. Okay, so it's just that's honestly what I'm seeing. Okay, you guys. So remember first and foremost that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, you guys, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.